Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this July the 13th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Saturday out there so far. Everybody had a great Saturday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about the satellite imagery for the tropics. As you can see here, we have a little system here moving off the African coast, but kind of disorganized. Got disorganized thunderstorms and showers through the MDR region. Also, we have another little cluster of showers and storms trying to get developed here in the northwestern Bahamas. Need to continue to monitor that. That little system that was off the southeast coast did not develop into anything, but it did produce a lot of rain up and down the eastern coast. That system continued to push on out to the east as a cold front pushes on out in that direction. The Caribbean Sea looks pretty quiet with a few scattered showers and storms there. Got a little system here down in the Yucatan Peninsula trying to get its act together, so we'll have to watch that for possible development, maybe later on down the road. Possible, and portions of the western U.S. as well. Alrighty, well, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also, if you like these videos, share these videos on social media so more people can get a chance to see my forecast. I greatly appreciate it. Well, let's go ahead and finish getting the show on the road here, folks, and we're going to jump on into your Sunday forecast now. As you can see, we got thunderstorms and showers from portions of New York State back over toward the Great Lakes region, portion of northern Minnesota. I mean, through Minnesota, through the Dakotas, that is, in the portion of Nebraska, down to Colorado, New Mexico, back over toward Montana, Idaho, and also Nevada, Oregon, and California region, portion of Texas, eastern Texas, all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, also in the coastal waters of the Atlantic, all the way through Florida, the Carolinas, all the way up to Pennsylvania, Ohio, and also in the Indiana region. Up here in the yellow slashed area over the Dakotas and Minnesota, we have some severe weather possible in that region. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of much of Canada, excuse me. Also in the northeastern United States, from portions of northern New York State and Maine and New Brunswick and Newfoundland. Also from Georgia back to Kansas to portions of Texas, Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamas, Gulf of California, portions of the West Coast, and portions of Washington, Oregon State, into portions of Montana as well. All of the activities for your Sunday, July 14th. Alright, now let's take a look at your Monday forecast. We got thunderstorms and showers from up here in Vermont, down in Virginia, back to Iowa, through Minnesota, through the Great Lakes region around Michigan. Same again for Nebraska, back into Montana, Wyoming, down in Arizona, New Mexico, a little bit over in Nevada, a little bit down in southwestern Texas, from Louisiana through southern South Carolina, down into Florida Keys region as well. We have some severe weather possible in the yellow slashed area from Minnesota back into portion of Wisconsin, also in the portion of Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and also in the portion of Iowa as well, in Wisconsin region. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of much of Canada, northeastern, much of New Brunswick, Newfoundland, down through the Carolinas, back to Texas, the Bahamas, Cuba, Jamaica, Yucatan Peninsula, much of Mexico, the Gulf of California, West Coast, also stretching back over in the Dakotas as well. All of those activities for your Monday, July 15th. Alright, let's move on to the Watch and Warn Advisory map for your locating across the nation. Alright, you can see here we got a lot of heat advisories and some excessive heat warnings up here in portions of Pennsylvania, Boston area, down toward Pennsylvania, also down to Maryland, also into Virginia. Some excessive heat watches there. Also, we have air quality metro area, more heat advisory from portions of Panhandle, Florida, back into Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas. A big area here from Kentucky to Illinois, Iowa, back into Missouri, also through the Dakotas, also into Iowa, like I said, also through Kansas, Nebraska, portion of Oklahoma, Colorado, also into Wyoming, portion of Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, California, also Utah as well. Hydro issues down here in portion of New Mexico. We have excessive heat watches, warnings in effect, red flag warnings in effect also for New Mexico to Arizona, California to Nevada to Utah, over here to portions of Montana, Idaho, and also in the Washington, Oregon State. We have a severe thunderstorm watch also in effect for Montana with ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings there as well. More severe thunderstorm watches from portions of South Dakota back into Minnesota, and also here in Wisconsin, also southeast Minnesota. We got a tornado warning going as well in portions of the Wisconsin region as well. We have the special marine warning along coastal area, flood advisory in Maine, And also we had those special marine warnings, coastal small craft advisory from Northern California to Washington State. All right, we got them around the Hawaiian Chain Islands, small craft advisory, same around the Alaska area as well. Alright, you can see we got general thunderstorm from New York State to Florida Keys, back to Texas, same from West Texas back to Washington, over the Oregon State, California region, back into Wyoming. We have a marginal risk from portions of Montana down through Nebraska, back into portions of Ohio and Michigan. And then we have a slight risk up here in portions of Minnesota, also to the Dakotas as well. The tornado probability is about 2% there, 2% in through the Dakotas, same over here in portion of Wisconsin, also in the portion of Michigan, and also Indiana. Damaging winds would be in the brown, 15 in the yellow, where the significant areas of large hail will be over to the Dakotas, 5% elsewhere, stretching through portion of Michigan as well. All right, let's see if we can take a sneak peek at your Monday forecast, severe weather perspective. Alright, general thunderstorm from Maine to the Florida Keys, back to Louisiana, from West Texas back to Oregon State, far east of the Dakotas as well. There's a marginal risk from portion of the Dakotas. Minnesota down to portion of Nebraska, far east is portion of Michigan, portions of Ohio. We have a slight risk from La Crosse to Minneapolis, Milwaukee to Chicago as well. Probability be 5 and 15%. It's not even going to show it, but it would be, and here it is. Alright, and finally, here's a look at the Climate Prediction Center outlooks. We are taking a look at the temperature outlook. We got below normal temperatures expected from Texas back into portions of the Carolinas, also in the Illinois, Indiana. Also, near normal temperatures expected from Louisiana to the Carolinas again, to Michigan, back into portions of Arizona, New Mexico. Above normal temperature expected in the west, also in the portion northeast, and across portions of the southeast, including the Florida region. The Hawaiian Chain Island looks above normal with near normal to the east. We got above normal to the north, near normal, and below normal to the south of Alaska. And across the nation, we have a bunch above normal precipitation from portions of Pennsylvania to Florida, back to Texas, all the way back in the portion of California and Nevada. Below normal precipitation in northwestern portions Washington State, then from Montana down to portion of Nebraska, back into Minnesota, and near normal in the gray areas there. Above normal precipitation across Alaska and the Hawaiian Chain Island. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday evening, folks. Take care.